Hello, my name is Keandra Capers, and I would first like to say thank you for this opportunity to present today. The title of my policy brief is Self-Worth, Why Wait Until Later When You Can Make the Difference Now. Our younger generation is definitely under attack regarding issues dealing with self-worth, which is another name for self-esteem. Our youth is being pressured constantly by the media and what they view in magazines as being normal, acceptable, or attractive. Emotional and mental illness has become a huge problem throughout the United States, but it is learned that low self-worth can play a key role in life fulfillment and provide a defensive factor against depression. Physical acceptance is the extent to which an individual accepts his or her level of physical competence, according to the psychology of exercise. Our younger generation sometimes feel they must change their physical appearance in order to be accepted, in which often bring about negative behaviors. Self-worth is defined as evaluative or effective consequences of one's self-concept. Self-concept pertains to the way in which we see or define ourselves, according to the psychology of exercise. The benefits of having high self-worth are great. It is observed that children who have high self-worth come to value themselves and think of themselves as worthy partners and capable problem solvers. Children who have high self-worth feel they have positive characteristics and skills that can be offered to others, and they feel they are worthy of being loved and accepted by others, including family members and friends, according to the psychology of exercise. Having high self-worth is linked to a very successful life. It is very important that children learn to gain high self-worth and learn to accept themselves. When having low self-worth, you are prone to conditions such as eating disorders and body imaging. I propose a school-based self-worth program be implemented into South Carolina high schools in an attempt for students to gain high self-worth. Current requirements don't really discuss in detail emotional health effects. By students gaining a sense of self, they learn to appreciate who they are and the right way to do things. A new approach is definitely needed. I propose a change in the Comprehensive Health Education Act to require instruction focused on self-worth, body image, and eating disorders for high school students in grades 9 through 12. This class should be taken one time during their 4 years of high school. Each student should receive at least 12 and a half hours or 750 minutes of instruction. The problem with low self-worth, body image, and eating disorders are disturbing our younger generations. This is seen through the following statistics. According to the National Institution of Mental Health, eating disorders are primarily affect girls and women. Men and boys can also be vulnerable. About a quarter of pre-adolescent cases of anorexia occur in boys. Binge eating affects boys and girls equally. Recent years have seen a significant increase in body dysmorphia, especially in teen boys, according to the National Institution of Mental Health. 75% of girls with low self-worth reported engaging in negative activities such as disordered eating, compared to 25% with high self-worth, according to the psychology of exercise. 1 in 4 college females struggles or has with an eating disorder. As you can tell, we seriously have a problem, and these statistics are very disturbing. This problem can be solved with young adults knowing their self-worth. Children need to be taught how to be pleased with themselves and knowing that being different is acceptable. It is okay. If self-worth continues to go unnoticed or fail to be identified as a problem, the cost of health care will continue to rise significantly. Having low self-worth can cause a variety of health issues. These are the children of our future and the leaders of our future America. Current options for teaching children self-worth pertains to waiting until a problem has aroused. We have to learn to go after the potential problem early on. In this case, the problem is self-worth, body image, and eating disorders. Currently, the South Carolina Comprehensive Health Education Act only requirements for grades 9 through 12 is one time during their 4 years of high school. Each student shall receive at least 12 and a half hours, 750 minutes of reproductive health education and pregnancy prevention. There is a serious need for students in grades 9 through 12 to be taught about self-worth, body image, and eating disorders, considering the disturbing statistics you just heard. Grades 9 through 12 are where children are very well challenged. This is a transitional period in their lives where it is very important to have high self-worth and important to know who you are. When you think about the next steps for most of these students, college It is beneficial for these students to be taught about self-worth, body image, and eating disorders before they engage in a totally different atmosphere. Studies have shown that school-based high school intervention at high school levels are effective in reducing eating disorders. One program I would like to point out is the Apollo High School, which was entitled Achievement Through Self-Esteem, which was implemented in 1985. This study was tailored to increase student self-esteem in the belief that self-worth produces achievement, and it was very successful. The focus was attention, acceptance, appreciation, and affection. If a program such as this can be implemented, our future generation will be much better off, and we will be a little less worried. Taking one class regarding self-worth, body image, eating disorders in a 4-year time period would not interfere with other subjects. This approach would definitely benefit future success for our children. If we can identify and recognize self-worth being a problem causing other health hazards such as eating disorders and body image, this can help tremendously with those detected later in life. In conclusion, self-worth has become a huge concern regarding the future of America. If children don't learn to appreciate, respect, and care for self first, how can you towards others? Most of children's time is spent in school, and it is very beneficial for children to be taught self-worth. Self-worth and knowing who you are is crucial for great success, and a school-based approach is the most effective way to convey this message. We as older adults understand that our healthcare spending is off the charts. It should give great relief to know that healthcare costs can be lowered if our youth understand the importance of self-worth. A program must be implemented. Don't wait until later. Make the difference now. Thank you.